Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make applying nail wraps very easy and very simplistic. Sometimes nail wraps can be kind of finicky, but I promise that they're easier than they look. So the first thing is going to be picking your nail wraps. I am using these here, and I'm going to be painting my nails with a polish that is very similar in color, and I'll explain why in a second. And because I was only doing this for the sake of this video, I'm not applying a base coat or anything. And the reason why I'm applying a polish that's the color of the wrap before the wrap is because sometimes nail wraps, they don't fit your nails 100% like all the way. And having a base polish on that's similar to the wraps, it just helps to blend in that polish a little bit, or the nail wrap a little bit better. And I also find that having the polish down like this, it actually gives the wrap a better adhesion to the nail than just doing this over a base coat, which is why I like to do it. And I did do 2 coats of this, but I did the second coat off camera. Okay, so next I'm going to be putting the nail wraps into water. Nail wraps do have a plastic film over the top, but I already removed that. So if you are using a nail wrap that's new, I would definitely recommend making sure that you remove that plastic film. Otherwise, trying to get the plastic film off once it's in the water is going to be an absolute nightmare. Unfortunately, when it comes to nail wraps, not all nail wraps are going to fit your nails 100%. You could get very lucky, but for me personally, I find that trying to apply them to my middle finger and my ring finger is always the hardest. And I also like to use a stamper to place them on the nail just because I feel like it really gives a better angle. And I find that this helps me really push the nail wrap into the cuticle as well as the corners of the nail. And it just gives me, in my opinion, a better application. So as you can see here, the nail wrap is a very good fit for this nail here. And I'm just going to do this to each finger. You don't have to use a stamper if you don't want to do this. You could always use a like a pair of tweezers, but I just prefer to do this with a stamper. But again, it's completely up to you. And I also like to sometimes take that stamper once I apply it to the nail, and I like to use it as a way to fully push down that nail wrap, especially if there's some sides sticking up. Okay, so once I got all of the nail wraps on, as you can see, this one is also just a tad bit too small for the nail. I usually find that the thumb, the middle finger, and the ring finger are always the hardest, unfortunately. You can see that there, but I'm actually going to cut the edge of that nail wrap off, and I'm actually going to stick that onto the side of the nail there just to kind of blend everything in even a little bit more. But this is also why I also have the polish painted on the nail too. Okay, so for cleanup, all I'm going to do is take a cleanup brush as well as some nail polish remover, and I'm just going to very lightly dab around the side of the nail here and the cuticle because I just want to dissolve that wrap. And the removal process of these are very easy. One thing to note though is nail wraps, they are very, very delicate, and you want to make sure that you do this very slowly so you don't accidentally rip it. And for the free edge, you're just going to tuck under so that your entire nail has the nail wrap. Feel free to also use some Q-tips to do this too. But like I said, you just want to be very, very careful when you do this so you don't accidentally rip anything. I will be honest that I actually don't use nail wraps as often as I probably would like to. I tend to do, I'm trying to work on my freehanding ability, but I love nail wraps, especially for when I want to do my nails quickly and I don't necessarily know what I want to do with them. Alright, so for top coat, I would recommend sealing them in with a thicker top coat. This is a gel setter. This does not need to be cured. Or you can also use a fast drying top coat or even a matte top coat if you prefer. And you want to make sure that you just paint the top coat on like you would for a normal nail polish design or normal nail art design. And then you want to cap the free edge there. The reason why I like the thicker top coat is I feel like it just holds everything in better. But of course you can use any top coat that you like. You can of course also add a glitter top coat if you want a little bit of a sparkle over your nail wrap as well. And this is how my nails look after it. Super easy and super convenient. And that is how to apply nail wraps very easily.